Jules' mom, Liz, wants to help her daughter with her trichotillomania. Jules seems to have been pulling more than usual lately, but Liz doesn't know how to talk to her daughter about it without upsetting her. She often says things that cause Jules to shut down completely. So Liz goes on an online forum for help. After scrolling for a while, she discovers Loom, which is recommended by another parent on the forum. She decides to go to the Loom website to learn more. There, Liz sees that Loom is the first child-centered wearable for trichotillomania. Intrigued, she decides to learn more about how it works. Seeing that Loom encourages buy-in from the child throughout the process, she asks her daughter Jules if she'd be willing to give Loom a try. After looking through the mission page together, Jules agrees to try it out. They select Get Started at the bottom of the screen and look at the overall process as well as how Loom will learn about Jules' trick over time. They decide to go through the process of ordering the Loom bracelet together by creating their team account. They personalize their account by adding their names and by entering Jules' age. Jules then selects the bracelet color that she likes, and they buy the bracelet and complete their order together. A few weeks later, when the wearable arrives, Jules and her mom download the Loom app, and they sign into the account that they created when ordering the bracelet. They are then shown the team that they already created. They're able to add more team members if they wish, such as another primary caregiver in Jules' life. The app then prompts Jules to put the bracelet on. Once the bracelet is on, they can then pair it with the Loom app or their phone. Jules is then told that she can help her bracelet learn quicker by pressing the on button 3 times when she remembers that she's pulled. She can also complete a few exercises that will help calibrate the bracelet faster. Jules and her mom are told that the bracelet will continue to learn about Jules over the next few weeks. While the bracelet is learning, Jules and Liz can go through a short tutorial about the app if they're curious about what to expect. Choosing to go through the tutorial, they're told about how Loom visualizes progress and are given some information about tracking triggers and a little bit about the activities that will be available when the learning phase is complete. After a few weeks, Liz receives a notification that Loom has finished learning about Jules. When she gets home from work, she tells Jules that Loom has finished its learning phase, and together they return to the Loom app. Once there, they're welcomed back and decide to go through the tutorial so that they can understand what's happened in the past few weeks. There, they're shown the visualization of Jules' typical pulling range and how it will look when Jules has been pulling a little bit more than usual. Jules and her mom are now ready to get started using Loom. When they arrive on the progress screen, they're shown where they can log triggers. Jules and her mom tap on triggers, and here they're shown instances when the Loom bracelet has detected pulling behavior. This includes a snapshot of the approximate time frame and location that the behavior occurred. Jules selects today's card to begin adding triggers. Based on geolocation data, the wearable is able to pinpoint Jules' location during the given time frame. Jules and her mom can add common locations to the app, which can help them identify internal and external cues that are triggering. Jules can select a suggested activity or add a new activity that isn't on the list. Because this instance happened today, Jules remembers that she was reading during the given time frame. Jules can also input how she was feeling at the time. She remembers that she was feeling happy while reading her favorite book. She then hits the Done button when she's completed logging her triggers. Over time, as Jules continues to add triggers, she'll be able to see her most common triggers. This information helps her increase her awareness of internal and external situations that are triggering so she can better maintain her trick. Fast forwarding a few weeks of logging her triggers, Jules and her mom realize that television is a major trigger for her. With this information, they work together to make sure that Jules has a fidget with her when she's watching TV. After a few weeks of using Loom, Liz and Jules check back with the app and see that Jules has been pulling more than usual. By selecting C activities, they're shown relevant and contextual activities provided by the Loom app that focus on increasing positive conversation between Jules and her mom. These activities center around self-care and self-love to encourage Jules and her mom to focus on the good things rather than fixating on Jules pulling. They choose to do the Thank Your Body activity, where they're prompted by the app to thank parts of their body for what they help them do. Together, they thank their legs, their ears, and their hands. After finishing the activity, Jules and her mom start to see their bodies in a more positive light rather than seeing them as a source of shame.